everyone, and welcome to the next video in the series of videos in which we are going to write the SQL code to generate random passwords through SQL. So in the previous video, we took a look at the new ID function and how we can use it to generate string values or integer values. The next function that we are going to explore is the RAND function or the random function. So the random function generate fractional values between 0 and 1, which can be used to generate random integer values by applying some more functions. So let's see how it works. So let's start by just writing the random function and check its output. So select random, and if we execute this, you will see that there is a fractional value that comes in. The upper value that you might get is less than 1. Okay, so it just goes between 0 and 1. So every time you run it, you will get some random values. Now there is an option in random wherein you can pass a particular seed value. So if you say, let's say random 3, and every time your seed value is the same number would be generated. So if you run select random 3, where 3 is your seed value, you have got this number. Every time you run it, you will keep on getting the same number. Okay, so that might be applicable in some scenarios, but for us, we want random values to be generated, so we are not going to pass any seed value. We are just going to use the random function. Now what it has given us in output is a fractional value. What we might want is an integer value. So the next step is to convert this into an integer value. So to convert this into an integer value, what we need to do is multiply it by some number and then either use floor function or ceiling function to round up the value. So let's first start by just multiplying this value. So I'm just going to copy this and I'm going to multiply it by, let's say, 100. Now if I run this, I will see that I get some integer part to my fractional value that I was previously getting. And now what I can do is if I do a floor on this, it will round it off. So I can use the floor function for rounding now, and it will give me the integer part. Now let's say we want to restrict these values. So we want to generate only values within a definite range, like let's say between 1 and 10. So what is the formula that you can use in that case is you can use the upper range. So you need to use the upper range. To understand it better, let's define some variables. So declare at upper, and let's define it as integer equal to 10, and declare at lower integer equal to, let's say, 2. So now we just need to define the range. So how many numbers will be generated? So for that, we are going to define it as, we are going to multiply it by the difference between the upper limit and the lower limit. So add upper minus add lower, which is going to be 8 values. So 8 values will be generated, and you have to start with the lowest value, which has to be 2. So what we are going to do over here is we are going to define the lowest value as a starting value by adding it. Okay, and then we are going to close our floor over here. So now if I run it, I will get values, but I will never get the 10 value. I will get values between 2 and 9. So if you want to include the upper limit as well, what you need to do is over here, you just need to add +1. Okay, so now instead of 8 values, 9 values will be generated, inclusive of 2 and 10, because they're actually 9 values, right? If you count from 2 to 10, you actually want to generate 9 values. So this is simple formula that you can use with random function to generate integer values between a set of, or between for a defined range. Now maybe you want to generate some random string or alphabetic values. So doing a proper string would be difficult just with the random function, but we can generate random A to Z values if we want by using the same formula and by using another function called the character function, which would be used to convert these integer values into the SQL equivalent alphabetic code. So let's see how we can do that. So for that, what we need to do is put the appropriate values in the upper and lower variables, or as we know there are 26 alphabets that we want to generate values, then we can simply put 26 over here, or you can put 25 if you do not want to include the final Z. And you have to start with the first character, which would be A. The ASCII code for A is 65, so put a 65 over here. Now to get the ASCII value and not the integer value, what we need to do is, instead of this flow function, we want to use the char function, because that is going to return the ASCII equivalent value for it, which is going to be an alphabet. So now let's execute this, and you will see that you will get random alphabets which would be generated by using this query. So this is how you can use it. You can concatenate it with another of the same function that we defined over here, the same expression that we just wrote, and then it would give you a 2-digit alphabetic code, which could be random, but it would have some limits because there are only certain number of alphabets that are there. So that would be the repetition for that, but still a good enough randomized string if it is needed. And if you need to use this function, this would be a simple way to do it as well. So this is how you can use the random function to generate some random numbers. So far we have been looking at different functions. We looked at the new ID function, and now today we looked at the random function to generate some random list of values, strings or integers. We will be ultimately using all these functions together to create some SQL code which could give us a random password. We have one more function that we would be looking at, which is the crypt_gen random function, which is over here. So this is what we would be looking in the next video. So stay tuned for the next video, and if you found this video useful, then please do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we'll be posting many more videos very soon. Thanks a lot for watching. Goodbye.